Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I like your flag.
Yeah, thank you.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Okay, maybe we can start. All right. So, remember on Tuesday, I asked you to look up for some questions that you could ask to someone when you meet them. Did you find some or not?
Okay.
Some that we could add to the ones we have already, so that we can make a list. No?
I had one question for like if you're asking somebody how many siblings they have,
Uh,
what is like does French have a word for siblings that's guys and girls, or do you have to say like frère
uh,
and sœur?
yeah, we're gonna say frère and sœur because we don't have a specific word for siblings. I don't think so. I'm gonna check, but we always ask combien de frères et sœurs as-tu? You know?
Okay.
Yeah. No, we say frères et sœurs. All right. Combien de frères et sœurs as-tu? And then if you want to answer that you are an only child, you're gonna answer Je suis enfant unique. All right. I don't have any sister or brother.
Yes, I have the same questions as you said the last lesson. And also I just said some 2, 3 maybe different.
Okay.
I think I have a question, which is what is the weather like at your place? So I would say, quel temps sont chez toi? Can I say like that?
So yeah. So when you use when you want to talk about the weather, you can only say it like this. Quel temps fait-il chez toi? When you talk about the weather, you can only use the pronoun il, singular, right? That's the only one you can use. So you have to say fait-il.
Okay.
How are you gonna ask how many languages do you speak?
Combien de langues tu parles?
Combien de langues? Attention, you say parles-tu? You put the verb before the tu.
How do you ask, like, I think that in my class we said like what's your family situation? Like, are you married or single?
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah. So you can ask, es-tu célibataire? Are you single? Or So here you have everything. Es-tu célibataire? Are you single? Es-tu marié? Are you married? Es-tu en couple? Are you with someone? And then, es-tu divorcé? Are you divorced?
Perfect.
Any other questions?
No.
What else can you ask? So if you speak with someone who is also learning French, how are you going to ask, when did you start learning French? When?
Quand tu commences à étudier le français, la
So,
langue
quand Quand as-tu commencé à apprendre le français? If you meet someone who lives in France, but is not from France, how are you going to say, where did you grow up?
Would that be tu viens d'où? Yeah.
It could be tu viens du, but then it would be like more, where do you come from?
Mhm.
And when if you ask, where did you grow up, like it would be, where did you spend most of your time, you know? Because if you ask, where do you come from, maybe you were in the country for 1 year and then you moved, right? But where did you grow up? It implies that you stayed a little bit longer, you know? No idea how you could ask that. All right, so you're gonna say, où as-tu grandi? Where did you grow up?
And where did you born? So it will be like the same.
So where
Like
were
what?
you born? It's gonna be où es-tu né? Where were you born? Où es-tu né?
How do we ask where do you come from?
Where do you come from is D'où viens-tu?
Is there like any good slang that we could know, like if we're talking to people our age that might not sound so formal, or like anything you can think of?
Yeah. But then how to explain them in English? Maybe you could, one word we use a lot is genre. Have you heard this one or not? Genre. So it's gonna be like you could translate genre by like, you know, this one, you know, like, you know, stuff,
Right.
you know.
Gender is also genre.
Yeah, but not in the context of a slang.
Mhm.
So let me think about a sentence, an example. J'aime l'école, genre j'adore ça. I love school. You know, this is how you're gonna use genre. So this one is quite used in France. It's not really formal to use that. So yeah. This one also, but I think we talked about this one. Bref, which is gonna be like anyway. Bref.
Okay. Anyway.
Is genre somewhat like comme ça? I'm not sure.
Comme ça, genre. No, it's not going to be the same because you can say j'aime l'école, genre comme ça. Right?
Oh, okay.
You can use both in the same sentence. You can use genre and then comme ça. You can use both. So it's not really the same meaning. I'm gonna check what kind of other word we use in French. Yeah. Okay. We can. Are you interested in knowing some words that we use when between young people or not? Like, even like when I mean young people, even 30 years old people speak like that. All right.
Yes.
Are you interested?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, do you know what does that mean? Mon pote, ma pote.
My friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be my friend. So this one is quite used. Do you understand this one? Se peler, je me les pèle. This one's gonna be I'm cold. Instead of saying j'ai froid, you can say je me les pèle. This is going to be quite informal, but we use that. Je me les pèle. I'm cold. What is this going to mean? Elle est canon. Or il est canon. What is that?
It's funny.
She is beautiful. That's
Oh.
another way of saying beautiful, but informal way. Elle est canon.
But what does it mean? Like pretty, correct? Like the same like belle, beau, or something different meaning?
No, canon is stronger than pretty. It's higher than
Oh.
pretty. It's like really, really beautiful. Then we have this word. Any idea what this means? Frangin, frangine.
Brother, sister.
Yeah, this is gonna be a slang word for brother and
Bro.
sister.
Okay, bros.
Frangin, frangine. That is quite used also. I think even older people, like people who are 50, 60, they even use this word, frangin, frangine. That's a really old word. Then we have the word, you know this one, une bagnole, une caisse. This one is going to be a car. So instead of saying voiture, you can also say une bagnole, une caisse.
Would you use it for like any car or just like flashy cars?
No, you can use it for any car. Like
Okay.
j'aime ma bagnole. It can
Okay.
be either car.
Got it.
Yeah. All right, then we have des fringues. What is that? Des fringues. Those are cloth. J'ai acheté de nouvelles fringues. This one is quite used also. Then we have.
I just want to know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know. Is there any word in French for vintage cars? The old cars,
Oh
vintage.
yeah. Vintage cloth is going to be des fripes.
Okay, thanks.
All right, des fripes, and then the I forgot, how do you say could someone help me? How do you say magasin in English? Where you buy things like
Shop.
Store.
store. Yeah, store. All right. So des fripes is vintage clothes. Then we have for the store, it's going to be called des friperies. That's where you can find vintage cloth.
Vintage car store, correct?
Not cars, but clothes.
Close, sorry. Okay.
So like a second-hand
Then,
store. Sorry.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you can find a second hand
Is
clothes.
it more like high end or low end? Because in the US, like we will say if it's secondhand high end, the store will be vintage, but if it's low end, it'll be thrift. know?
You can have both,
Okay.
actually. You have both, right?
Also, what are some good words for saying something is like really cool or like dope? You know, if you're like responding to someone, you want to say, oh, cool.
Yeah, so when you want to say that is cool, that is dope, you can say c'est chouette, c'est classe, c'est stylé. All right, you can say those 3 1.
Or like c'est super.
Yeah, c'est super also. Yeah, you can use this one also. C'est super. That's great. Then you have the word. This one is quite used even by old people. Le tout-bib. Do you know what that means? Le tout-bib. This is going to be the doctor. That's another way of saying doctor. You can say le tout-bib.
So is it any doctor or some like family doctor?
Like the doctor you go to when you want a prescription, when you have a flu and stuff like that, you know.
Mhm.
But why do they say médecin for doctor? Like,
You can say both. You can say doctor, you can say médecin, and if you want to be a bit more informal, you can say tout-bib.
okay.
Doctor and médecin is the same thing.
Okay.
Then we have the word. What is that? La tronche. You can also hear the expression faire la tronche.
The
It'll be like faire la tête, like to be mad at someone. So la tronche is just like la tête or the face, you know. Faire la tête à quelqu'un, faire la tronche, to be mad at someone. When you do not want to speak to them anymore, you faire la tronche, right?
So you would say, je fais la tronche if
Yeah,
to say I'm mad at you.
Yeah, je fais la tronche. I don't want to speak to you for now. Like, I'm mad at you.
You don't need to put tu in there? Or like toi?
No. Oh, if you want to say je te fais la tronche, here you imply that you are mad at someone, at the person in front of you. Je te fais la tronche.
Okay.
Yep. Then you have j'ai les J'ai les chocottes, j'ai la frousse, j'ai les jetons. What could that mean? So, j'ai les chocottes, j'ai la frousse, j'ai les jetons. It's gonna be like,
Money.
it's gonna be when,
No.
sorry, what?
Money? No.
No, it's gonna be like when you're afraid of something, like when you watch a horror movie or when you, I don't know.
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
I'm scary.
yeah, I'm scared, stuff like that. Yeah, j'ai les chocottes, j'ai la frousse, j'ai les jetons. Yeah, when you're scared. What is that? Une meuf et un mec.
Une femme et
Like a guy.
un homme.
Yeah, that's those ones are really, really used among young people. Meuf and mec. So meuf. This one you can hear it a lot if you are surrounded by young people. Meuf and mec. Like when young people say hi to each other, they're gonna say
Like,
salut meuf.
what?
You see, salut meuf. Or salut mec. Then we have, this one is quite used too, une baraque. Do you know what this is?
House, flat.
Yeah, a house. Une baraque.
Yes, usually in our place, barak is saying like this some places. So whereas very poor people are living, something like this.
Oh, okay.
Yes, like you are
Yeah.
living in.
Yeah, that's funny. Here we use baraque for every house.
Yes, but originally it came from French language. Yes, barak.
Then we have a famous word, which is je suis vénère. Do you know what that means? Je suis vénère.
I'm happy. Oh, no.
It's just that the letters are changed in the word. If you put it in order, it's gonna be je suis énervé. I'm angry, I'm upset. Je suis vénère.
But is that like an actual word, or it's like someone just invented that too?
It's an actual word, like I don't think it's in the dictionary, but like it's really commonly used in France. Like everyone knows this word, even old people, you know. Je suis vénère, like, it's really just like énervé. It's just that the letter are in another order, you know. Do you know this one? Kiffer.
Quelqu'un. I fall in love with somebody. Oh,
It's not to fall in love, it's more gonna be like to like. To
okay.
like, to apprécier, right? It's not as strong as to love someone. You can kiffer quelqu'un, but you can also kiffer something like movie or je kiffe ce film, all right? Kiffer, to like. This one is really used also.
If you say like je kiffe quelqu'un, does it mean like in a romantic way, or could you say it to
Yeah,
just
it's
like
gonna be
friends?
more it's gonna be more romantic, but it's not gonna be like I love this person. It's more gonna be like I have a crush on this person, you know. But
Okay.
I don't have strong feelings.
Mhm. Okay.
Then you have the verb se gourer, se planter. Je me suis gouré. Je me suis planté. What could that mean? Je me suis gouré, je me suis planté. So this one, people are going to use it when they want to say that they made a mistake.
So I was wrong.
Yeah. So then we have words to talk about the police. When we do not want to name them, we have other words. So we're going to say un flic, un keuf, un poulet. So yeah, when we talk about the police, we use the word chicken.
Mm.
I mean, you wouldn't talk to a police officer like that, right?
No. It's
Like-
when you speak with someone about the police. Yeah, you're gonna say un flic, un keuf, un poulet. Yeah, if you say that to them, they will either laugh or be mad at you, and then.
So we can say it to both male and female cops, like, or it will be
What do you,
different.
which word?
Un flic, un keuf, un poulet.
Yeah, so un poulet is gonna be only masculine, but you can say une keuf, une flic. The first two ones you can use them in the feminine way.
Okay.
Then we have the verb flotter. Il flotte. You know what that means? It's gonna be it rains. It is raining. il pleut. So you can say either il pleut or il flotte. This one is quite used also. Il flotte.
Yes, but the meaning is the same. Like il flotte. It doesn't mean that it is like too much raining or the same. Just normal raining.
No, it's the same. Yeah.
Do you have like different words? Because we're on the subject of rain. Do you have different words when it's like raining more or just like a little?
What do we say?
Or do you need to use it? Or is it fine? I don't know, in German, they're like very particular about that. But is it fine in French if I just say il pleut and
So yeah, you can, if you say il pleut, il flotte, it can be raining a lot or a little. But we have other expression when it's really, really raining a lot. You can say il y a une averse. So that's why you're gonna this moment where there's so much rain, it only lasts for 1 or 2 minutes, you know. Or we have another expression which is a little bit more vulgar. Il pleut comme vache qui pisse, right? That's a bit more vulgar, but that means that there's a lot of rain. But people use this one, but do not use it with your boss or something like that, you know. But that's an expression that we know. Yeah.
I think I saw somewhere like someone was saying that you also say like vache to express some like you're like surprised with stuff like a vache, something happens, isn't like that.
Yeah. When you say you can say oh la vache, you know, when oh shoot, you know, like when you're surprised, when something like really surprising happened. Oh la vache, yeah. Then we have the verb that are quite used also. Do you know them? Pioncer, roupiller. Those one means to sleep. Je pionce. Je vais pioncer. Je vais roupiller. I'm going to sleep. All right.
I've heard them say dodo for sleep or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a word you use when you are a kid, a child,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
But you can use it, but it's more gonna be like little kids who use that.
Okay.
Then we have this verb, piquer. Je te pique Je te pique ton stylo. Do you know what that means? No. Piquer. To steal. I'm stealing your pen, you know. To steal. Then you have the verb causer. Je te cause. Écoute-moi, je te cause. What could that mean? So, je te cause, I'm talking to you. To talk. Then we have the word capter. J'ai capté.
Oh, doesn't this one mean like catch or something?
In what context? Catch what?
Like catch you later, see you later, maybe, or I'll like.
Oh, you can use this one for catch you later. So the first meaning is going to be like this one is the first meaning is going to be to understand. I understood what you just said. J'ai capté. All right. And then if you want to say catch you later, you can say on se capte plus tard. Like we're gonna see each other later on. You know, on se capte plus tard. Right? This you can use this one also, yeah. Then we have, which those are quite used also, even especially when you work. Le boulot, le taf. You know this one.
I know le taf is like the job or the work.
Le boulot is the same thing. Yeah, both mean work. Je vais au boulot. Je vais au taf. I'm going to work. Okay. So yeah, those ones are quite used when you go at work. Le boulot, le taf. So now we have some expression that are commonly used in France. When after work, when you want to catch with some friends, you're gonna say boire un coup, which is like literally to have a drink when you want to have a drink with friends to catch up, right? Boire un coup. Then we have the word Ça craint, c'est nul. What does that mean?
Like it's nothing, something like that.
It's more going to be like, that sucks. Right? C'est nul, ça craint. That sucks. Then when someone, for example, tells you, when we go home, we are gonna work on something new. I don't know, on a car, on I don't know. We're gonna work when we get home. You're gonna answer to this person. Ça marche. Ça marche. Yes, we will do that. Ça marche. Like, yeah, that works. Okay, we will do that. Ça marche.
This was one that I was asking my French friends because, like in English, we'll always say, "Oh, that sounds good." Would you just say "ça marche" in that way? Because I've heard that you can't say "that sounds good" in French. It doesn't make the same sense.
How
Like
would you
if
say
you
it?
someone says like to be like, you know, like "je suis chaud pour ça" or something
Oh,
like.
yeah. So that sounds good. You can use ça marche for this one also. Okay, but you can also use the one you just said. Je suis chaud.
Okay.
That means like, yes, I'm in. All right, come in. Je suis chaud. All right.
For women, is it "je suis chaude" or is it still chaud?
You can use je suis chaud, yeah, but personally, when I say yeah, I'm in, I'm gonna say je suis chaud. Even if I'm a woman, I'm gonna say je suis chaud, because I don't like the way it sounds when you say je suis chaude. All right, but you can say it in the feminine way also, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Then we have this one, which is also very known. Ça me saoule, ça me gonfle. Do you know these ones? Ça me saoule, ça me gonfle.
That's great. No?
No, not really. Like, that's gonna be that. That pisses me off, right? Ça me saoule, ça me gonfle. This one is gonna be less. It's gonna be less vulgar than ça me fait chier. This one is vulgar, right? So instead of saying chier, you're gonna say ça me saoule, ça me gonfle. This is less vulgar, right?
What was the other one that you said? The more vulgar one? Affiché?
This,
Or-
yeah, the one who's vulgar, like do not use that with people you don't know. Ça me fait chier. This one is really vulgar. Then we have this expression, like when someone tells you, hey, do you want to go to the club tonight? You're gonna answer carrément. Carrément. Yeah, straight up, you know. Then you have the expression c'est de la balle. C'est de la balle, which is like, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's so cool. It's fantastic. C'est de la balle. Then we have this word, which is quite used also. You can hear it a lot when you get to France. It is c'est chelou. C'est chelou. Do you know what that means? C'est chelou. This one is going to be it's weird, it's suspicious. C'est chelou.
Is it Vernon or no?
Is it what?
Vernon?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the original?
Louche.
Oh, okay.
C'est louche. You can say that when you want to say it's weird. You can also say c'est louche. But c'est chelou is more commonly used now. Then we have this expression. Have you already heard ouf? Ouf. C'est ouf. C'est un truc de ouf.
How does it get to that? That's like someone just like starts using the word, like flipping the letters and like catches. How does it get to like everyone starts to speak like that?
Yeah.
Like, that to get to understand each other.
Yeah.
Because it's confusing.
Yeah. This one is going to be like, that's so crazy, right? C'est un truc de ouf, that's so crazy. So yeah, ouf is going to be crazy. Again, it's like Caroline said, it's verlan. So the original word is fou, right?
How do you call it? That
Yeah, when you put the end of the word at the beginning, it's gonna be un verlan. So that's chelou and louche, ouf and fou, right? You put the end of the word at the beginning. That's un verlan. So I'm just need to check the English word. So yeah, un verlan is like, means à l'envers, which is backwards, right? You know, the end of the word goes in the beginning. Verlan à l'envers, backwards. Then we have this one, this expression that is quite used also. Have you heard this one? Je crève la dalle. This one is going to be I'm starving. Like if you want to say it in a more formal way, crever is like mourir. Et la dalle is like faim. I'm hungry. Je meurs de faim. This one is going to be more formal. Je meurs de faim. Then we have this expression. Jamais de la vie.
Never live. Or
Yeah, it's more gonna be like no way. Jamais de la vie. No. Oop. No way. There's no way I'm doing that. Jamais de la vie. Then we have this expression. Lâche-moi la grappe, lâche-moi les baskets. This one is gonna be like, please leave me alone. Lâche-moi la grappe, lâche-moi les baskets. All right? Leave me alone. Give me a break. Like,
What does it literally mean, lâche-moi? Because le basket is like the sneakers, right?
yeah. How are you gonna? I need to check the word for lâche-moi. So, if you were to say just lâche-moi, it would be like get off me, get off me, and then so I don't know how to translate it in English. Get the sneakers off. I don't know. Yeah, like
And-
remove, like get off. Like, you know, I don't know how to translate it in English.
Like literally someone is so close to you that their shoes are like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Get out of my shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And graph, it means like group.
La grappe is like like the fruits, the grapes, you know, like the whole thing, the grapes. That's la grappe. La grappe de raisin, right? The whole thing, you know, the grapes. So that's la grappe. I don't know why we use this word for lâche-moi la grappe, but that's just an expression.
Is the translation the stem of the grapes or like the vine of the grapes? Just curious.
I'm gonna check this one. So I'm on word reference, and I'm gonna say the bunch, the cluster.
Yes, it's showing cluster, group.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna show you because I don't know how to explain that. So you see, this is what we call une grappe de raisin. You know, that's the whole thing. This one. When you pick one and you have you have lots of grapes on it. That's une grappe de raisin.
Got it.
Okay, some bunch maybe, yes, bunch of.
Yeah, that's what I found as a translation, but I'm not sure. So, but yeah, like here, la grappe in this expression in lâche-moi la grappe, it could refer to the head, right? La grappe, it could refer to the head. Get off my head, you know, just leave me alone, like. All right, then we have this expression which is quite used also, laisse tomber. laisse tomber. Like when you explain something to someone and they still do not understand, at the end you're gonna say laisse tomber, right? Like forget it. Like forget what I just said. You do not understand anyway. Forget it. Laisse tomber. Forget it.
And how it will be like when people are saying go away?
Like go away. Like literally. Like please go away.
No, when somebody is shouting like go away from here. I don't want to see you. Like
Oh,
go away.
yeah. Go away is gonna be like va-t'en. Va-t'en. Then we have this expression. Non, mais sans déconner. Like, would be like, cut the crap. Like, you know, when someone is telling you something, but when you want to know, I don't know, when you want to have an answer, but the person is not giving it to you, is like joking and stuff. And then you're gonna say non, mais sans déconner, give me the answer. Tell me. Non, mais sans déconner, cut the crap. Tell me. All right.
I heard like son deck, just like shortened. Does that just mean like no joke?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah, it's just the abbreviation of déconner. Sans
Okay.
deck. Yep. We use that also. Yeah, sans deck. Then we have this one. Pas de souci. You know what that means?
No any jokes?
It's more going to be like, no problem. Pas de souci, no problem. It's fine, no problem. Pas de souci. Then we have this one. Point barre. Like how can you translate? It's good. Like point barre. Period. Right. Point barre.
What does it mean? Period?
Like, I don't know. Could you explain, Caroline? What does that mean? Period.
Oh, like end of story. Like yeah, just
okay.
I don't know, cutting it off.
Yeah, exactly. End of story. Like I don't want to say anything else. Just period. Like
that's all.
All right, good. And then finally we have this one, which is also really used, is nickel. C'est nickel. It's going to be just like
That's
perfect.
great.
Yeah, great, perfect. Nickel. Like I don't know, your kid comes home and he tells you, oh mom, my test was a success, and then you say nickel. Nickel. Perfect. All right, I think that's quite it. We have other expressions, but they are like more vulgar, you know. We have one that I can't tell you because it's like really, really used. It's this one, which is gonna be like yo, wish. This one is really, really used by young people. Wish. It's like yo. This one is like used a lot. You can hear it a lot when you're in France. All right, do you have maybe any expression in English that you would like to know in French if we have this expression in French? Or slang that you use in English or anyway, or in your language, but you need to translate it in English so that I can understand.
Something like it's a piece of cake. It's easy.
Oh, yeah.
I think there's something similar in French as well. No?
You can say c'est facile, or you can say like fingers in the nose, les doigts dans le nez, like that's so easy, right? And in French, we also borrow the English word. We're gonna say c'est easy. We use that also. People in France will say c'est easy, c'est facile, c'est easy.
I heard also c'est gâteau, c'est un gâteau. Can
Yeah.
you say that?
C'est du gâteau. Yeah,
C'est
that's
du
easy. C'est du gâteau. Yeah, you can use this. It's not that used anymore, but it's still correct. Like people will understand you if you say that. C'est du gâteau. That's easy. All right. Any other words, expressions?
Do you what does it mean, for example, like in Russian, there are some phrases which came from French and like they're like using when just to want to say something, for example, chercher la femme. So it means like it means like when you are so it doesn't mean like search a woman, but it means like when something is happening, like you need to search something.
Chercher la femme.
Yes.
No,
So
we would not use that in French.
when it
Chercher la
came,
femme.
yeah, so we are saying the same, like chercher la femme. It means like search something. It means or everything is coming from the woman. Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
In
and
Russian, they're just saying like this, chercher la femme.
oh, okay. I didn't know. Like I've never heard about this expression. Yep. Why not?
Some literatures, some yes, novels came. I don't know exactly from where it originated.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, it's interesting.
Anything else? Any other expression, words you would like to know? Or are you good?
I can't think of any more.
Buff. Yeah. How do you
Is that
explain
how
that?
it's pronounced? Buff?
Buff. Yeah.
Okay.
Buff.
What does that mean?
Yeah. I'm searching how to explain it in English.
Is it like meh or like blah or something like that.
Yeah, it could be meh, you know.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm gonna look for it because I don't know the exact translation. Buff.
And do we like say it like when we're having a conversation, or do we just type it like over text or something?
You can say it in text.
Okay.
Yeah, I think buff is more gonna be like meh, you know.
Okay.
When someone asks you, how are you?
Mhm.
And you're gonna say like,
Yeah.
meh, not that good. You're gonna say buff.
Okay.
When you are, it's not that you're good or not good. It's just
Yeah,
in
it's
the
just
middle.
meh.
Buff.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Yes, and we can say also comme ci comme ça.
Yeah, it comes to like no one says that anymore in France. That's an old expression. If you say it, people will understand, all right? Comme ci comme ça. But you could say that now instead of saying comme ci comme ça, you say buff. All right. All right. Any other words or not?
I have one more question, I guess. Like for sit top, is like when would you use that? Just like anytime you're saying it's great?
Personally, I would say sit up when someone tells me, I got a new job. I got a new job. It's a job that I like. It's the job that I wanted for my whole life. And then when people tells me that, I'm gonna say, "Oh, sit up. You're lucky. Sit up. It's so good for you. Sit up." Right. That's where I would use sit up. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what other context you can use it, but yeah, sit up when someone tells you good news. You just say yeah, sit up.
Perfect.
All right. Oh. All right. So, do we move on, or do you have any other words of expression, or do we move on?
And how it will be like, that's incredible. Like, so it will be the same as any.
Yeah, it will be c'est incroyable. Incroyable. All right. Well, if you don't have any other words of expression, then we can move on. All right. So, Are you good with the questions that you ask to someone when you meet them, or do you want me to make a list so you can have a proper one in your notes? Like just a reminder of all the questions that you can ask. Or is it
It would
good?
be amazing if you could make a list. It would be
Alright.
very nice. Thank
Okay.
you.
So I have to remember. Oh yeah. So the first one will be the first thing you will say. What would you say when you meet someone? Nice to meet you. What would you say?
Enchanté.
Mhm. Enchanté. Oops. So you put the E at the end if you're a woman. Enchanté. So that's the first, so with, of course, bonjour, and then you would say, nice to meet you, enchanté. Then we have, how are you going to ask, how are you? Like in a polite way.
Comment allez-vous?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment allez-vous? Comment, like, what's your name?
Comment tu t'appelles? Quel est ton nom? Quel est votre nom?
So you can say, so in a polite way, you're going to say, comment vous appelez-vous? If if the person in front of you is the same age as you, you're going to say, comment t'appelles-tu? Right? You can say tu if the person is not older than you. And you can also say, quel est ton prénom ou quel est votre prénom? If you want to stay polite, quel est votre prénom? Okay, you can ask all those questions. They're all gonna be what's your name? Then how are you gonna ask, how old are you?
Quel âge as-tu?
Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge avez-vous? Right? When you don't know the person, quel âge avez-vous? And how would you ask, when were you born? When were you born?
Quand as-tu né? Oui. Où as-tu né? Quand as-tu né?
Quand es-tu né? Quand êtes-vous né? Right? And then if you're talking to women, you're going to add the E at the end of né. Yeah. So remember, how do you say, what do you do in your life? Like, what job are you a student? What do you do in your life? How would you say that?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais de la vie?
Yep.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites de la vie?
You can say that. Que faites-vous dans la vie? Que fais-tu dans la vie? And then the person is going to answer, je suis étudiant, je travaille dans une entreprise, je suis docteur, je suis ingénieur. All right, that's the answers you're going to have. Then we have how are you going to say, what do you do on your free time?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais dans ton temps libre?
Que fais-tu pendant ton temps libre? Que faites-vous pendant votre temps libre? So remind me, how do you say, where do you come from?
Tu viens d'où?
Where do you come from? D'où viens-tu? D'où venez-vous? All right. And remember, how do you say, where did you grow up?
As-tu, non, où as-tu grandi?
Yeah. Où as-tu grandi? Où avez-vous grandi? Yeah, good. What else do we have? How are you going to say, what languages do you speak?
Quelle langue parles-tu?
Yeah, good.
Parlez-vous?
Good. Quelle langue parles-tu? Quelle langue parlez-vous? All right. What else? Oh, yeah. So remember, how many siblings do you have? Or how many brother or sister do you have? How are you going to say that?
Combien de frères ou sœurs avez-vous? Two.
Combien de frères et sœurs as-tu? Combien de frères et sœurs avez-vous? So I'm just putting this back. When you don't have any brother or sisters, all right? Je suis enfant unique. And then if you have brother, if you have sister, j'ai un frère, j'ai une sœur. Or j'ai des sœurs, j'ai des frères, j'ai deux frères, j'ai une sœur. All right, you can say that like this. How would you say, have you got a pet?
Avez-vous un animal de compagnie?
Yeah, so So, animal is going to be the singular, right? Animal is going to be the plural. Avez-vous, as-tu un animal de compagnie? Oui, j'ai 2 chiens. Non, je n'ai pas d'animaux de compagnie. I don't know what other questions you could ask.
What is your nationality?
Mm-hmm.
In which country do you live?
So, quelle est votre nationalité? Quelle est ta nationalité?
How many languages do you speak?
Yep. Any other questions that come to your mind or not? Or do you think that's enough to know someone, to get to know someone?
How's the weather in your country?
What, sorry?
How's the weather in your country?
Yeah. Quel temps fait-il chez toi ou chez vous? How would you say, how many countries have you visited?
Combien de pays vous visitez? Vous visitez?
Combien de pays avez-vous, as-tu visité? And then you could ask, aimes-tu voyager? Aimez-vous voyager? And if you speak to someone who is also learning French, comment as-tu, avez-vous, ou où avez-vous, as-tu appris le français? Like where, like at school, at your house, online, and how, with books, with a teacher. All right. Any other questions? Or you think that's enough? And if you are interested in knowing what people like to watch or to read, you could ask. Like, you know, if you want to know if they like drama, horror, romance, stuff like that.
So the same we can say for the quel genre. Music it will be different. Okay, so it's the same genre for musicals.
Yeah, for music also you can say that.
I just have a question about like general sentence structure. Because on Duolingo, it uses a lot of like est-ce que for questions. So like, est-ce que tu aimes voyager? Or like, which is more common or more relaxed? Like, is it more formal to use est-ce que or?
I think that using est-ce que is less formal,
Okay.
right? If you ask aimes-tu voyager, it sounds more polite, right, than est-ce que. But you can use est-ce que, like, even if you use it with someone you don't know, it's going to be correct, all right? If you want to put est-ce que at the beginning of a question, you can. Everyone is going to understand and it's going to be correct, all right?
Okay, got it.
And how to ask, like, for example, do you like to play some sport? And if so, which one?
So here we can use est-ce que if you want. Est-ce que vous aimez? Est-ce que tu aimes le sport? Est-ce que vous aimez? Est-ce que tu aimes le sport? Si oui, lequel? All right. So we also have, what do you like to do on the weekend? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes? Qu'est-ce que vous aimez faire le week-end? And things like that. All right.
Can you explain lequel more? Like,
Lequel what?
like, is it different if it's like singular, plural, or?
Yeah, so
Okay.
lequel is going to be then you have laquelle for the feminine.
Okay, like which one? When we before already was speaking about this subject, and after that we can say like lequel, like it means which one?
Mhm. Yeah. Not muscular. What is with written muscular? What the masculine? That's weird. Which one? Feminine and plural. All right. So you have lequel, which is going to be singular and masculine. Then you have laquelle, feminine and singular. Then you have lesquels, masculine and plural, and lesquels, feminine and plural. All right. Any other questions? Or are you good?
All good.
All right.
Yeah, good. We did so much new stuff today.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry if it's too much.
No, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, now you know
Alright.
lots of expressions and lots of questions and some slang words. So yeah, that's
Would-
good. That's always
would that
good.
be-
No, yeah, sorry, what?
Ah, would that be for another quiz game?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can use this for the Kahoot. Yeah.
Yeah, or could try like doing the dialogues between ourselves or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's always good to know the slang and the different expressions that are not really formal, because now in France we tend to use informal French. All right, like not many people speak with correct grammar and stuff now. You know, especially young people. So it's always good to know them, because when you learn the French books. It's always old expressions. It's always grammatically perfect, but that was years ago. Nowadays in France, like not many people speaks correctly. All right, so it's good to know that already. Also, because sometimes they will speak to you and you will be like, well, I never learned that. All right, it's not in the French books. Yeah, because the French books are always old. They are not up to date. So it's good to know, even if it's not formal, it's good to know. Because when I went to the US, like I was quite shocked to see like how many people cannot speak English correctly, right? So thanks to Twitter and Instagram, I know the slang, the English slang and stuff, you know, so that was easy for me to understand what they were saying. But if you do not understand what they say, like you are lost. So it's good to know the grammar, like the perfect grammar, but it's also good to know the informal way of speaking French. All right, do you have anything to say, or are you good?
All good.
All right. Okay, well, if you don't have any more question or anything else to say, we can just stop there because we did not have a break. Like, if you want to have a break in the middle of the 2 hours, just tell me, because if you do not tell me, I'm just going on, you know, I never stop. So just tell me if you want, so we can either have a break in the middle of the 2 hours, or we can just end the class 10 or 15 minutes before. You know, just tell me, because I will never stop if you do not tell me. All right.
Also, I just wanted to mention before everyone leaves, Gilbert and I have been doing some practice outside of class, and we just wanted to mention it. If anyone else wants to join us, you can send me an email and I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's good to do that.
Yeah. So just let me know.
Yeah.
I think we might practice, or I might do a practice tomorrow if anyone wants to. So that's it.
Good. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. Shall we stop there, or? Yep. All right. Then je vous souhaite une bonne journée. All right. And je vous revois mardi. See you on Tuesday. All right. Bonne journée.
Bonne journée.
Bonne
Merci.
journée.
Oui, bonne journée, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.